Hello everybody, welcome back. So obviously I'm bullish massively on crypto, but we've got to respect the fact that Bitcoin is having a bit of a pullback, largely because of the liquidation event that took place the other day, and now a bit of continuation, which is absolutely no problem at all. Everybody's wondering where the hell's this going to go, how low could it go, what's the worst that could happen. Well, the worst that could happen is that it would basically turn into a bubble pop. That's definitely not going to be the case. I can't say for certain, actually, shouldn't really say definitely, but probably doesn't look like the case. So we've got to think about things level by level, and again, we're extremely bullish on this chart, massively bullish. I mean, think about where we were literally just, a couple of weeks ago. People saying, oh, it's all over. Definitely a couple of months ago, everybody was like, oh my god, it's all over, and now people are talking about 100,000, 200,000, a million. And this is what I try and tell people, and we talk about this on the Patreon, I suppose, sometimes, is that when you see people, moving their particular targets higher and higher and higher, and everybody's getting more and more bullish, I suppose it's like using the fear and greed index. It generally marks a bit of a toppy kind of vibe. You start to see pictures of people posting pictures of their Rolexes and stuff, and look what I got. And it's just ridiculous, really. And all those sort of things are marking tops. And I always notice this on my YouTube channel. I'll put something down there and someone will say, like, I'll put an EOS video in there or something, or an XRP video, just explaining the chart and how it looks and realistic targets based on, indicators and all these other things. And then someone will write in there something like, I'm not selling till $1,000 per EOS or whatever. And I'm like, well, I mean, okay. It's not really how we should really be interpreting these charts. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent already. Let's have a look at what's going on. So we've got to think about moving averages and where they are in relation to price action. The next one of any significance is this 21, which is also backed up by the 20 in the centre of this Bollinger Band, which is down at about 62,600. So it's the same sort of target that we had yesterday as a potential reversal from this. So we bounce on there and then go to the moon. Which, honestly, I think that either this pullback or one of the next pullbacks is going to be the last one, which might mean that it could be one of the biggest ones. So that is definitely on the cards, and from the top to the bottom, that would be a 9%, so no big deal. The next level of any major significance after that would be all the way down here at the green 50 exponential, currently coming in at around about 58,300, we'll call it, and that's a 15.5% pullback. And that's the sort of thing that might scare a lot of people out of a position, or especially people who are being sold the bullish news, oh, Bitcoin's recovered, whoa, I'm down on my investment instantly, because that happens, right? I've noticed the big push towards retail. We've got crypto.com, with Matt Damon, cruising around some sort of futuristic place talking about how brave people are if they buy the top of the Bitcoin marketplace, which I suppose is an appropriate way to say, be brave. But these are the sort of things that kind of mark the top, or getting close to marking the top. Now, I'm not saying this is the top, but I'm just saying that you have to think about where money comes from. And yeah, you've got Elon Musk and all these other guys, but the real money's from retailers. Yeah, put it in there, $20, $100, $1,000. That's where the real money comes from. Comes from the masses, and then that's the money that gets taken out, unfortunately, by the big players. That's how it works. There is obviously an element of Bitcoin being for the people, unconfiscatable wealth. And realistically, over a longer period of time, it is your hedge against inflation. It's also your store of value. All of that is definitely true, but in the short term, no, none of that is true, because it's the most volatile thing you're likely to ever put your money in, and that's just Bitcoin, never mind all these other altcoins. So yeah, the stories are true. It is a store of value, it is a hedge against inflation, it is all these things, but it is not that when the day that you buy it. It's like anything, you have to hold it for a prolonged period of time for all of that to be true. And it is true. The chart will show that is the truth. I mean, it is a good store of value, provided you bought, the lows. Is it a store of value for you right now? No. Is it the opposite?Maybe it is. Yeah. Remember, if you want to store your value, you've got to lock it in for a long period of time. So bear all of that in mind. So anyway, I am actually looking for further pullback on this one. Whether we do something along these lines, right? So we have a pullback to the 21, then we move up to previous high, or maybe just a little lower, and then we have the dump down to the green 50 exponential, wherever that would be at the time. That might be more of a a realistic kind of way that this is going to work out. Devastating both sides. We've got our bear trap, we've got our bull trap, and then another bear trap, and then we go actually to the moon, wherever that may be. I'm expecting, you know, over $100,000 or so, but you know, to mark off specific areas where I think it's going to go is unhelpful. We want to look at how overextended we are at the time. So at the moment, it definitely does look like it wants a little bit further downside. Whether it comes down to that 21 exponential, or if it actually comes down all the way down into the upper 50s, I don't really know. Level by level, we'll see how things go. It's not really affecting everything across the board. There are some, it might just be me, my altcoins, but we've got algos having a good old day today. AI's pumping as well. But for the most part, everything's going to feel the pain of Bitcoin if it pulls back down. But if it's this one or the one afterwards, it would likely be the last dump before the moon gets landed on. So I'm going to leave it with you there. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.